showdown time in Georgia. The second-ranked Reavers and the number 5 Bulldogs. Something to bark about. Who's barking now? Lewis Central putting it up for 2 in a row. The Lynx in the running for number 3. Abraham Lincoln, little home cooking. St. Albert home, cooking up another win. The only question, did anybody else get hurt? The Iowa Western volleyball team puts a hurting on some Raiders from Nebraska. Hey, no pain, no gain. Again. The Bluff Sports Zone starts right now. Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to another edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. Now, when the 2013 Iowa Western football schedule came out, everybody circled 2 games, Trinity Valley and Georgia Military. Now, the Reavers outgutted the Cardinals at their place the first week of the season. And now, the Bulldogs. Make that the unbeaten and 5th-ranked Bulldogs, and at their place as well. So, who ends up in the doghouse? For more, here's IDUB TV student Aaron Zach.
Road game coverage brought to you by Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
It's either man, either the up back or the deep man, and the Reavers will take off now.
It's a top 5 showdown. Perfect day for football in Milledgeville, Georgia. Home team fumbles the opening kickoff. Akis Teague crosses the picket line from the 5 visitors on the board first. GMC first possession. Surprise the defense. Flea flicker all the way down to the Reavers 15. Bulldogs later kick a field goal. Late first quarter. Connor Brevard to Geronimo Allison. Good for the first down and more. Drive continues in the second quarter. Brevard to Brock Hinkle. The big tight end breaks through to set up a Danny Hamilton field goal. Iowa Western up 10-3. Georgia Military strikes right back. Patrick Thomas to Darius Williams to the Reavers 12-yard line. 4th and 8 now. Thomas slings one to Zyrus Letman. We have a tie game. Now the track meet continues. Brevard to Allison. Intercepted by Corey Neely.
15-yard line, and Georgia Military trying to make a play out of it. To the 20, now to the 25. Still on his feet. The Reavers need to make a tackle, and they're not going to do it.
Number 26 takes it all the way back. 85-yard pick 6. 17-10 home team. With 4:40 left in the first half. Thomas drops back and passes to Darius Williams. Then the drive stalls, but the Bulldogs will settle for 3 and the lead 20-10 at the half. Georgia Military would kick off to start the third quarter. Mondo Williams with the return. Coughs it up. Perfect Robinson picks up the loose ball and takes it all the way back for the touchdown. 27-10 home team. The Bulldogs would strike again. Javon Robinson, 22-yard touchdown, 34-10. Fourth quarter action now. Connor Brevard will go to the air 55 times, completes number 23, this one to George Seal. Few plays later, Austin White powers his way in. Iowa Western goes for 2 and makes it 34-18. 7:58 left in regulation. Brevard to Seal. Here come the Reavers, 34-24. Georgia Military would then respond. Javon Robinson with 1 of his 34 carries. Number 2 would run for 229 yards, goes for 65 here to run the score up to 41-24. Punch, counterpunch. Brevard to Allison. Touchdown Iowa Western, 41-31. Bulldogs come running back. Akeem Jude finds space. Touchdown Georgia Military, 48-31. A minute 43 left. Connor Brevard decides to take it himself. Touchdown Reavers, 48-38. Visitors would then try the onside kick. It doesn't work. Home team recovers. Georgia Military outscores Iowa Western 48 to 38.
Well, I think, I felt we got outplayed today, out-coached today in some areas as well, and I felt we were ready to go. It just came down to some little things. We can't have that many turnovers against a good team, and hats off to Georgia Military. They're an extremely talented football team. I knew it was going to be tough going. They're a top defense for a reason, and so for us to get up 7-0, and it felt pretty good, and we just had to get something going, and never really got anything going until really late after that, late into the fourth quarter. Our red zone offense wasn't as good as it needed to be, and but like I said, credit to Georgia Military, they caused some of those problems as well.
Takes the snap, he'll run to the left, looking for the end zone. Brevard tucks it, and he is in for the touchdown.
Just didn't play well enough to win. Give credit to Georgia Military. We got a lot of things to learn and improve on, and hopefully we can bounce back next week and beat Arkansas Baptist.
The Reavers lose their first game in almost 2 years. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Aaron Zach.
Thanks, Aaron. Now listen, 6 turnovers will do you in every time. So, after 18 straight wins, the Reavers mount a gallant comeback but fall just short. The longest road trip in the history of the program, more than 1,000 miles. Second-ranked and reigning national champ Iowa Western suffers its first loss since November of 2011. Connor Brevard loses for the first time. The QB never lost a game in high school, and of course last year. 55 passes for a career-best 357 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 4 costly interceptions. A couple of 100-yard receivers. And again, the most telling stat, 6 turnovers. Auburn recruit Javon Robinson, over 200 yards. The big one, that 65-yard TD run for the Dogs in the fourth quarter. Now, Neely and Robinson really killed him. A pick for 6 and that fumble return for a touchdown. The Reavers, 28 points in the final quarter, but just dug themselves too big a hole. It wasn't enough. Now, is it over? Is Iowa Western out of the national championship hunt? I say, let's just wait and see how it all plays out. Next, on the road again to Arkansas Baptist, and I pity the Baptist next weekend. In high school football, another championship program looks to stay in the win column. But first, another air show at Lewis Central when we come back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Lewis Central head coach Jim Duggan told me in our 2013 football preview show that it could be a struggle early, before district play. Well, guess what? He was right, as the Titans, winless. Next, the second season, so to speak. Now, Lewis Central goes on the road at Atlantic and just shuts out the Trojans. Next up, home against ADM. Last year, the run set up the pass for the Titans most definitely. This year, with Austin Simmons, it's the other way around. The Lewis Central D holds the Tigers' offense just 2 first downs in the first half, and here's one of them. Quarterback Colby Wisner to Grant Godin, 13 yards to the LC 37. 13 seconds left, Jacob Hutzel drills a 49-yard field goal, and it's good. Jim Duggan and the Titans head into the break, down 3-0. The home team gets the ball back to start the third quarter. Austin Simmons, a rope to Jake Rogers, 31 yards to the ADM 43. Next play, number 11, quick bubble screen. In the clear, 57 yards for the touchdown. Lewis Central leads it 7-3, 2 minutes into the third. The Titans defense tackles the Tigers for a loss. Caleb Shudak with the penetration. LC gets the ball back at the 47. Simmons, who was 13 of 29, 151 yards to Mitchell Brinkman. 4 plays later, 20 yards to 6'6" Lincoln Rodenberg. 13-3 Titans under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The Tigers claw right back. Wisner, who was 20 of 33, 213 yards. 53 to Tate Jensen, the visitors' first and goal at the 3. The Lewis Central D locks down. Second down, incomplete. Third down, sacked. ADM, 4th and goal.
Gonna go 40 dagger, cover 0. Okay, watch the screen.
Incomplete. LC holds. In the 4th, more the same. The Tigers moving the ball outside the 20s. Wisner to Godin. 31 yards to the LC 28. And number 8 knocked out of bounds. 2 plays later, tipped ball. Mitchell Brinkman grabs it for the pick. The Titans fumble it right back. ADM, first and goal at the 10. First down, end zone, incomplete. Second down, sacked. The Tigers' field goal tries then blocked. The visitors 10 plays in the red zone, 0 to show for it. Last play of the game, and it's only fitting the D side one more time. Lewis Central pulls out a gritty 13-3 win.
That was our defense. I mean, that was bottom line. It was our defense. Hannafin and Matillo, they had a great game plan. We held a high-potent offense there to 3 points. You know what they schemed up this week was exactly what the medicine that we needed, and now we're 2-0.
Yeah, it was just a total team effort. I was just trying to throw the balls, give my guys a chance. They were catching them. Jake made a huge play. I mean, makes my job easy. I just throw it out there. He's running for 80 yards. Makes it easy.
It was just a go to the outside, and we did an arc pass to the inside, and I caught the ball. I just looked up and I cut to the outside, and I just ran like hell.
What have you been feeding those guys?
Just a whole lot of want to. We just believe tonight. We've been close in a lot of games, and I think we've improved quite a bit from the beginning of the year defensively, and a lot of that has to do with we've had some pretty good senior leadership, and we had some guys step up, and that's the big difference, making plays.
When you come off hard losses like that, you have 2 choices. You can break down mentally, or you can tell yourself you got to get better. And we just, we responded to the adversity well, and we got better.
Hey, good job. Hey, good game.
How do you sum up this game, Jim?
We're 2-0 in the district. That's all that matters. We're 2-0. We don't care how we played. Style points, nothing. We're 2-0.
The Titans singing a happy tune. Lewis Central tied for first in District 1. Next for LC on the road at Perry. And then there's Abraham Lincoln. Now the Lynx, a pretty good stable of running backs, led by senior Dylan Garner and junior Peyton Hiffernan. They were on full display at CB Stadium. Here's IWTV student Austin Heinen.
Your 2013 Abraham Lincoln Lynx.
It's homecoming night at CB Stadium. AL walks on to take on Sioux City West. First play of the game. Lynx start a ground attack. Dylan Garner fights his way forward for 15 yards. A few plays later, AL moving the ball. Jared Thompson to throw. Picked. Nolan McWell gives the Wolverines possession on their own 30. But Sioux City West doesn't get very far. Dylan Urquiddy on the keeper going nowhere. Lynx get the ball back, 6.5 to go. Peyton Hiffernan trucks forward 10 yards, moving those sticks again. A few plays later, it's first and goal. Thompson rolls out and takes it in himself. 7-0 home team. 9 minutes into the game, visitors try to respond on third down. Hello, Governor. Garner with the sack to force a 3 and out. Abraham Lincoln offense back at it. Thompson connects to Colton Tracy. Goes all the way to the 19. 7-0 Lynx after 1. Abe Lincoln starts the second on a strong point. 7 of them, actually. Thompson gets it to Brandon Colpitts for the score. 14-0. Next AL possession, just under 9 minutes to go in the first half. Thompson, 3 passing touchdowns in the game, all of them to this guy. Colpitts making it 21-0. 6 minutes left in the half. West tries to get a spark. Urquidy screen pass to Sam Blakey. Move the chains onto the Wolverine 43-yard line. Couple plays later, senior quarterback dials long distance. Taylor Newroth with the catch, brought down at the 22. 4 minutes left. Urquidy throws. It's off the hands of Odessa Clark and into Colby Hills. How's that for a tip drill? 21-7 Abe Lincoln. A little over 2 minutes remain. Lynx look to respond. How's this work for you? Garner breaks multiple tackles. He'd have 249 rush yards on just 15 carries. 28-7 Abraham Lincoln at the half. Third quarter, Lynx pick up right where they left off. G-O-N-E, gone. Garner, 83 yards to the house. 35-7 AL's favor. 8:36 left in the third. Bauer, a big return, weaving through the traffic on the sidelines, making it a foot race. Billy Ehrenberg with a touchdown saving tackle at the Lynx 7-yard line. Third and goal for Sioux City West. Bauer will run it in. Visitors trying to hang around. It's 35-14. But AL's rush attack is just too strong to handle. Hifferman, 48 yards, another score. Abe Lincoln keeps its foot on the gas pedal and throttles Sioux City West 62-14.
We didn't run the ball very well last week. We were dominated up front, and we had to get back to being a more physical football team. And, you know, it paid off this week. And, you know, that's going to be our emphasis going forward. You know, we got to continue to establish our passing game, but our running game was definitely there for us tonight.
Tonight, our offensive line did really well. We were really prepared this week, and they dominated up front. We were able to run the ball and throw the ball tonight.
I think it begins up front. Up front, we were just dominant tonight, and it just opened up everything, and I just ran. Basically, the guys up front got it done, and I just did the rest.
You know, we're going to take it step by step. 1 week at a time is the most important thing for us. We can't look ahead. We just got to take care of business and continue about our business there.
Lynx end the game with 6 rushing touchdowns. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Austin Heinen.
Thanks, Austin. The Iowa Western volleyball team making the most of its home matches as the Reavers continue to zero in. Meanwhile, the Falcons zero in on another home win after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury, getting you back in the action. Jenny Ed Sports Med partners with Neb Ortho, giving you consistent one-on-one care from diagnosis to rehab. And since every injury an athlete is different, they've even developed a sports injury clinic specifically designed for athletes. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
It's been another rough season for Thomas Jefferson so far. TJ wins on the road to open things up. The Yellow Jackets here on defense, then drop 3 straight at CB Stadium. In those 3 losses, the Jackets give up an average of 50 points a game. And it doesn't get any easier because up next, hitting the highway again at 9th-ranked Sioux City East. It wasn't pretty. The Black Raiders cruised to a 68-0 blowout win. Stephen Ruby, 47 yards on 19 carries. The Thomas Jefferson offense, just 126 total yards. TJ turned the ball over 5 times. And that's all you need to know. I feel bad for Coach Puev and the Jackets as Jefferson drops its 4th straight. Somehow got to regroup and get ready for a homer at City Stadium next week. How about St. Albert? The Class 1A second-ranked Falcons just trying to get healthy. I mean, I looked at their sideline last week, and there seemed to be more guys on crutches than in uniform. Well, not really, but you know what I'm saying. Next up, another homer and another chance at a blowout win. St. Albert comes busting out on homecoming, averaging over 45 points per game. The Falcons shake on it with Tri-Center. Time to shake and bake. Freshman Eli Finn to senior Jacob Benjamin off to the races. And the home team is on the board. Less than 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Visitors 4th and 6, St. Albert 35. No. The Falcons take over. Now Jacob Benjamin missed the first 4 games, making up for lost time. A 47-yard touchdown run, 14-0, and the route is on. Or is it? Still in the first, the Trojans' Ben Wilma takes the handoff, and number 3 disappears into the secondary and is gone. A 75-yard TD run, and it's 14-6. But St. Albert needs just 4 plays to get it back, all running plays. Finn down the sidelines. 11 seconds left in the quarter. The freshman does the honors, and wink, wink. 21-6 Falcons after 1. Second quarter, the St. Albert defense, 6 interceptions on the season. Make that 7. Eric Johnson with the pick. The O then opens up the show. Finn to Jacob Petrie, and the junior inside the 20. The senior for the hat trick. Jacob Benjamin punches it in from 10 yards out. 28-7 Falcons, and St. Albert trips Tri-Center 42-13. Keeping it outdoors. The third-ranked Iowa Western soccer teams just continue to kick some. Now, did you know the guys not only undefeated, but have posted something like 9 straight shutouts? That's incredible. The Reavers blanked North Iowa area 2-0 on Wednesday, September 25th. Jordan Carver and company then shut out Scott. So that's 9 shutouts in a row. During that span, Iowa Western has scored 44 goals, and I'm telling you, this could be the year. The ladies, not doing too bad themselves. The Reavers also stuck it to Scott. Brad Sylvie and the gang just 1 loss, and I'm telling you, what we've been witnessing in Iowa Western these last few years with all the teams is pretty remarkable, and this year, no exception. Hey, you want more proof? How about the volleyball team? Chalk up another kill at Canesville. On the other side.
What does the world have in store for you? It's all here. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
You know, I said it our last show. You want a peak for the postseason, and the Iowa Western volleyball team hoping to do just that. The 9th-ranked Reavers have been making the most of their opportunities at home because so far they haven't had that many. The latest? Here's IDUB TV student Liz Heldbush.
9th-ranked Iowa Western against Division II Central Community College. Set 1, Shreya Frondorfer jumps up and scores for the Raiders. Reaver sophomore KK Lockhart fiercely drives it past the line, putting Central on a constant 4-point lead. Sydney Nelson with one of her 3 spikes lands one on the board. Nelson going for the kill, one of her 8 total, the Raiders blocking. Set point, Caitlin Ernst with the block, just short of Iowa Western's reach. Central Raiders come out winning set 1, 25-22. Set 2, Reavers back at it. Allie Dawson spikes, adding to her 4 of the match. Lockhart, who has 11 kills, not lifting the ball high enough. The Raiders with the point. Central firing back. Lockhart with the block. Iowa Western with a 5-point lead. Reavers up 19-14. Visitors sending it back, hitting the net. No good. Set point. Home team with the ball. Visitors striking it out of bounds. Iowa Western takes set 2, 25-18. Set 3, Reavers into a scoring spike by Nelson, one of her 3 total. Kathia Sanchez with 48 assists. Dawson comes back and lays it down. Reavers at a 3-point lead. Dawson drives in but hits the net. Raiders back at it. Iowa Western in with a kill by Lockhart. Reavers at a 5-point lead, 23-18. Set point, Lockhart with the fake out. Emily Jones in for one of her 5 kills of the match. Iowa Western brings the win, 25-19. Final set, Dawson opens it up and lays in for her 4th kill of the night, 19 kills overall. Reaver freshman Cassidy Sullivan tips it in like a pro for her 10th. Raiders keeping the heat, sending it over. Jones trying for her 10th dig. Central serving the ball. It's out. Reavers with a 5-point lead, 22-17. Iowa Western with the set point. Lockhart smashes it down. Reavers take the set and the match, 25-22.
Just to take care of the ball, that was the #1 thing. And we did that in the 3rd set, and then kind of in the end of the 4th set, we started going away from it again too. And I think it's just us being young and not realizing, every time they have to hold themselves accountable every single time.
Iowa Western wins it 3-1. Reavers later knock off Des Moines area and Dakota County Tech. Iowa Western has now won 11 in a row. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Liz Helwich.
Thanks, Liz. Next, in high school action. Now the Saints looking to get back to state, and St. Albert hoping to win not just one match, but how about a couple of more? 4th-ranked St. Albert keeps on winning. Angie Lance's club rolled past Atlantic in 3. The Saints 14-2. The AL juggernaut rolls on as well. Class 5A number 10 Abraham Lincoln stormed back from a 1-set loss, needed 7 match points in the 3rd, but finally knocked off Sergeant Bluff Luton. The Lynx then take 5 of 6 at that Sioux City East invite. AL 26-6. Class 4A number 12 Lewis Central went 2-4 in that same tournament in Sioux City. The number 12 Titans now 9-12. And finally TJ, the Yellow Jackets 7-10. Thomas Jefferson wins the Border Classic tournament in Sydney. The Jackets went 4-0, and as head coach Mike Bond said, "We'll take it." The high school volleyball season is setting up for a must-see homestretch. And the beat goes on. Of course, it's never boring here at the BSZ. I mean, what will next week bring? I guess we'll just have to wait till next week. So as always, for the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm JJ Davis, and I'll see you around.